when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex. Yeah. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play action now. Bridgewater. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Bears it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Raheem Mostert there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's football 101, isn't it? Tip your cap to the rookie. He knocked that one away, but he better not relax. They're going to test him all game long.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To the air again with Bridgewater. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And now now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Shaq Thompson. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Patterson on the carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trubisky dancing to his left. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. gun on third down. It's Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now Trubisky on first down. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
32. That's the end.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Again, it's Trubisky. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
41-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Curtis Samuel on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Check, 59. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check, hot route. Check, lucky. Kill.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Bridgewater. That'll be taken in by Anderson. Touchdown, Carolina! Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got him.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And this will be a Bears first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Bears first down.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And 11 at the 41-yard line.
Second and 11 at the 41.
Lock in. Check 26.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robbie Anderson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Bridgewater now. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So 2 successful two-point tries.
Huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are down by a single possession here, 16-9 as they come up 1st and 10. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken around the 12. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. What a run that was. 88 yards on the punt return. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive. And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Well, I haven't met an NFL player yet that doesn't use criticism as an edge, and Jimmy Graham has heard that a number of people think he's near the end of his career. And he didn't put up the numbers he should have put up in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to play with a huge chip on his shoulder. Nice catch there, and he wants to show flashes of that form that he exhibited early in his career with New Orleans and Seattle.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now.
If you were me,
and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Raheem Mostert as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Bridgewater to throw it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Bears 9.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's tackled at the
Making the tackle there, Cornelder. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Jeremy Chin. There he goes left side. And he will. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And this is going to be caught. I'm not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount, here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? On third down, it's Patterson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Here's David Montgomery, second-year man from Iowa State. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears get a bit closer.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
2nd and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte. From the gun, a run with Mostert. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
59, mark. Check, 59. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On third down, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. There defensively was Buster screen to knock it away.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Fall down. Watch the twins. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Mike's 5'9".
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Mike, check. Fire down. Blue there. 59's Mike. Check, 59. I'm going to run you over. Delta. Mike is 59.
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Mike 5'9".
Alert for a lock.
You're not ready.
Alert for a lock.
Mike's 59. Watch the curl. Tight dog. Say.
Delta.
Jim.
Bridgewater now from the 50. They'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. To the air again with Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit.
Bears 16.
But going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurting this spot.
No. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Red, come.
Mike's 5'4".
Hey, 18.
Bang.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, Trubisky steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Bridgewater on 1st down. Flip, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Eddie Goldman with a sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Play action now. Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 14 yards. And it'll move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Delta, get wide now.
Watch out. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. Work on lock.
Coming after you. Mike, check. 59.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
That's another Panthers first down.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. First down, Bridgewater. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Raheem Mostert, 33 yards. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'll probably send a note to the clock operator and let it run. Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for two, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get two. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Patterson. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers 16. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. You're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They run with Patterson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson, and he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
4-yard line.
Bring it. Bring it. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games